Hi, I am Ms. Claywell. Thank you, or Jennifer Claywell. Thank you for taking time to watch this video and meet me. I wish I could meet you in person, but am glad to be able to connect in this way. So I'm originally from St. Louis, Missouri. Grew up, went to high school there. My family's still there. Moved to Indiana to go to Purdue University, where I studied math education. And then from there moved to Indianapolis, where I've been, this is my 6th year of teaching and my 4th year at Heron. I enjoy teaching math because I believe we are teaching students the problem solving and critical thinking skills that they will use for the rest of their lives, as well as they will use to progress society. So really do enjoy teaching and enjoy being here at Heron. I'm going to go through some general tips for success for students that have me in any classes, and then go into some tips for success for Algebra 1, and then some tips for success in AP Calculus. So here are just some general plans for success. In class, you want to be prepared, come with your homework complete and questions from your homework. Ask questions during class, and then engage with peers. I am there to help and explain, but engaging with peers and getting questions answered by different peers is just will allow for a different type and deeper learning. So engaging with peers, as well as using your work time well. So use class time well. And then out of class, attend any office hours. Mine are Monday morning and Thursday after school. Use Google Classroom and Delta Math to manage dual due dates. Delta Math is a website that is basically like a math problem bank, so we assign certain types of math problems. And then use late passes. Freshmen and sophomores get 2 late passes per quarter per class, and juniors and seniors get 1. So in the gradebook, you'll see a spot where I track how many they've used. Students can use 2 or 1 a quarter, depending on their grade. So if you do have missing work, it is worth getting it done. So I'm going to go on to some Algebra 1 successes. So in Algebra 1, the basic class structure is bell work, homework, questions, notes, and whiteboard practice over 1 skill. So we basically do break things down by skill. So like a skill would be like integer operations, and then do next class is Delta Math over that class's lesson. So you do Delta Math assignment on integer operations. So for assessments, we have skill-based grading, where we assess multiple skills on the same test, but we enter them in the gradebook as various skills. So for example, you would see in the gradebook like a Skill 1 mastery score, a Skill 2 mastery score, a Skill 3 mastery score, but that would come from one assessment. So one assessment is going to have multiple skills on it, and it's not going to be one grade in the gradebook, but each skill is going to have its own grade. This is helpful because it allows us to not look at a test and be like, oh, I did great at this test, or I did really poorly at this test. It allows us to see like, okay, I did really strong on Skill 1, integer operations, but I need to focus on Skill 3, solving 1 and 2 step equations. And with this, it's helpful because we have remediation passes under assessments, so freshmen and sophomores can redo 2 parts of a test a quarter, so they can redo 2 skills a quarter. And juniors and seniors can redo 1. So by doing the skill-based grading, a student wouldn't be like, can I retake this whole test? He'd be like, I just want to retake Skill 4 because I did low on Skill 4. Supplies that students will need for class is a binder to keep things organized. A lot of students are figuring out their organizational system and works for them. Happy to help with that. We basically do paper guided notes, so just like something to keep your guided notes in, like a binder to hole punch and keep them in would be really helpful. And that way you can have your notes to refer back to study for tests, and then just a basic calculator. So these are our tips for Algebra 1. For AP Calculus AB, during class we'll have like bell work, an IP quiz, which is like a homework quiz. We'll make sure we answer any homework questions, and then we do notes and whiteboard practice. And then that night you'll do homework. It will usually be in Delta Math over that day's section. Sometimes homework may look a little different if we're trying to do AP review later in the school year. So assessments, the homework and IP quizzes can be in AP style format at times, not as much as up in Delta Math, but if we do portions of practice tests. And unit assessments will be in AP style format, so they may include multiple choice, free response, and calculator, no calculator sections. So we are trying to get them used to seeing AP style questions as early as possible and then cut it off at the bottom. But the supplies that these students will need to make sure they have is a graphing calculator. I saw my graphing calculator from high school. It is worth investing in. So let me know if you have any questions on that. I am excited for the year with your scholars, and please reach out to me if you have any questions. It's Jennifer Claywell. Bye. Thanks for watching my video.